Hello and welcome to another episode of Blue Alpine TV. In today's special episode, we will talk about what to do when crisis hits and when prices go towards the bottom. As always, guys, don't forget to sign up for the free report at bluealpineresearch.com/free-report, and there you will get a fundamental analysis that we did, and you can check out how we do research at Blue Alpine Research. If we look at the market here, generally, it looks like it slowly will bounce back up, but generally it was in the red in the last, I want to say 24 to 48 hours. It was actually quite red. A lot of altcoins lost a lot of value, but they are slowly bouncing back up. Nonetheless, it's still this weird in-between phase where we're not really sure where the numbers will go to and whether it will go back up. There are some resistance lines we need to cross in order to really understand and stay stable in terms of pricing. But these times obviously beg the question: what should you do as an investor when a crisis hits, when the prices hit rock bottom? Should you sell? Should you diversify? What should you do? And we've prepared this small list for you guys. And we want to quickly go through with you through this list. So first point, stay calm. It happens. Bitcoin is a fairly new asset, and cryptocurrencies are fairly new assets. They are extremely volatile, and when you bought cryptocurrencies, you were aware of the risks. Don't forget that. So you expected a lot of gains, but you were aware that there's also a lot of risk involved in this type of investing. As always, we say before you buy a cryptocurrency, do your research. Do your own research, use our reports to help you with the research, but only invest into the coins, into the cryptocurrencies that you believe have fundamental value. So check out the fundamental analysis, and depending on that, make your investment. Don't just invest on price action. That's the first point. Then the second point that we always tell people is to diversify. So diversify and secure your assets. So diversify means you shouldn't be only invested in cryptocurrencies. We always say 1 to 5% of your portfolio could be in cryptocurrencies. Generally, the other 90, 95, 99% of your assets should be in more secure assets, should be in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, maybe gold, all of the real estate, all of these things. However, this is not the main part of this show or this episode. We won't talk about other assets here, but for now we're only talking about cryptocurrencies. So you could diversify either into different type of assets or into different type of cryptocurrencies. So in the future, it's very likely that actually a lot of altcoins will be decoupled from the Bitcoin price. And as soon as big cryptocurrency exchanges start allowing buying and selling fiat to altcoin, it is very likely that all these altcoins will be decoupled from the Bitcoin price. For now, Bitcoin is the king, and almost every altcoin is either measured in Bitcoin or Ethereum. So diversify accordingly and do your investment accordingly. Now, the third point is research. Use this time to research the coins that you heard about, that might seem interesting, that we've talked about here on these episodes, that you've seen in the news, on Twitter, etc., etc. So use this time wisely. This is the time where you could even buy into certain coins. There's this saying called you should buy when there's blood in the streets, which basically means when the numbers are red, this is the time to buy in, because basically everything is sold at a discount. However, do realize that it is still a very risky game that you're playing. Do realize that all of these assets, especially the altcoins, could be worth nothing in the future. So invest accordingly. But use this time to really research and read our reports, read other research as well. And depending on that, really do diversify and invest widely, let's say. The fourth and last reason is have a good enough reason to sell. So I was just recently reading this book about mutual funds, and there are a couple of very simple rules, such as buy and hold, have a long investment horizon, and all of these things. And actually, at the end, it says you need to have a very good enough reason to sell. This could be if you lose your job, if you're needing money for medical reasons, let's say, if you want to buy a house or another asset, if you want to diversify into something else, if you want to buy real estate, if you have like a big purchase that's coming up, not a stupid purchase, but like something long-term, etc., etc. These are actually the only, in my opinion, good reasons or good enough reasons to sell, especially in a market like this. Because obviously you're scared, the market is down, you're losing a lot of money every day. So you're thinking, should I just stop here and cut my losses and then go on? Obviously, this is completely subjective, what we're saying here. So you have to make your own opinion, but be very, very real with yourself and truthful with yourself. Don't just sell cryptocurrencies in order to buy something stupid or like something that could lose value quickly. If you really want to buy something, if you really need to buy or invest or purchase something or use that money for something else, other than investing into cryptocurrencies, it should be kind of justified. So we always say, if you buy cryptocurrencies, buy them with a long investment horizon, diversify properly, and do your research. Do your research using our fundamental research reports, etc., etc. And if you really need to sell, then have a good enough reason to sell. And with those 4 points, I think you can steer clear of any type of crisis that will hit crypto. And in cryptocurrencies, there are always these jokes that cryptocurrency crises are much harder, but people are just used to them. People are used to seeing -10, -15, -30, 40, 50% drops within days and weeks. So it's not, we're kind of thick-skinned, and you have to really develop this thick skin if you're investing in cryptocurrency. So keep this in mind when you see the red on the streets, when you see the negative numbers, your portfolio going down, and all of these things. So keep this in mind. And yeah, this already brings us to the end of today's story and show. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.